Ping, ping, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to episode 13 of The Supplement. Yours truly, Mandela Fubler here, ready to take you on this investing journey. Thank you for taking some time. Please put away your phones, spend some time focusing on what we have to share. Feel free to post in the live chat window. Anything that you post in the live chat will pop up on the screen. Also, you can pop in there hashtag SFX to be entered into our multiple prize giveaway today. Sponsors for today's show is Orchid Nail Spa. For those of you who are suffering from a little bit of stress or anxiety due to investing or anything in life, check out Orchid Nail Spa. They'll sort you out. Today's topics are SPX. We're going to be also looking at crypto. What's happening with crypto? Bitcoin's creeping back above 20K. What's happening next? What are we looking at? Inverse Cramer is going to be a topic. Also, earnings season is in full swing. Gold has been looking okay, but I don't want to say too much. Without further ado, let's get on with the show.
Coming in hot. Yo. Hey, Pastor. Mr. Photo. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
I'm just reading some run of the comments now. How infectious the openings are. They're getting better, bro. Really good. But before we start, I just want to quickly, just a quick one, 2 minutes. Just want to quickly say happy birthday, and I know what that's about. But yeah. What?
Whoa! We didn't rehearse that. We didn't rehearse that in the backstage session.
Totally random, but happy birthday.
Just the tiger there. Okay.
Yeah, but great opening. You know, loving the energy. Wow, lots going on. First show of the new year, 2023.
Yeah, it is. I can't believe that it's 2023 and we haven't done a show yet. I had a message from my cousin and he said, I looked at your YouTube channel. You guys haven't put a show out since 2022. Are you guys feeling okay?
No, you know what it is? I'd love to doing a lot more content with you too, but obviously, you know.
Sorry, bro.
What's going on? No, but with the commitments, can't get the show out there. But I can tell you what, new year, new me. New view on crypto. So Bitcoin's had a bit of a positive bounce, and I would say towards the end of 2022, I was saying it's a liquidity fill. It's a little bit of new money and potentially a bull trap, but I'm optimistic. I think we might have turned the corner, and I think we might see some good moves for Bitcoin now in the next few weeks, next month.
I do think so. I mean, it's that old adage, which is whenever everybody is selling, it's time to buy. And FTX blowing up, also getting was it Gemini? I think it was that also blew up last week, or at least filing for bankruptcy. These are the opportunities. With chaos comes opportunity. I think this is an opportunity for the people who are brave, who have seen the crashes before, and you always want to try and buy as low as possible. So still early days.
So first of all, it looks like Gemini was factored into price action, so it didn't really have an effect. So you know that was one thing. And for myself, we'll go into the charts later, but we're seeing a positive break, above the 200 moving average on a daily chart, which is good. I'd like to see confirmation maybe on a weekly and a monthly, before I get like super excited. But it's looking good, it's looking positive, and I think I think one of our members posted in one of the WhatsApp communities there's like a 4-year cycle with Bitcoin, and so far, he's bang on point. It seems to be that way.
Yeah, it's one of those like. You always, whenever any cycle is towards one of the extremes, everybody's saying that it's going a lot higher. So when we were at 69K about 2 years ago, everybody was saying, 100K next.
Yeah.
And then we've been under 20K, and it's just the uncertainty. And I felt like, so I have my sister, love my sister to bits. She kind of had a little bit of crypto. And about a month ago or so, when FTX blew up, she messages me. She says, look, I want to get out of crypto. I have some USDT. Can you please buy it off me? and I'm saying this is a buying opportunity. You know, this is kind of where you want to buy, and I think it's great to kind of see at least a few green days with crypto. We haven't seen many in a long time.
Yeah, I was hoping to get into crypto a bit more, but obviously, PJ sends his apology. And, and he can't be here today. So obviously, he's at home with the man flu. So
I think it's legitimate. Man flu. I always think of man flu as like an excuse.
But you've never had man flu, because there's nothing as severe as man flu. But what I would say is I'd like to welcome Flu back. So after a 2-year vacation, welcome back, Flu. It's nice to see you. You had a good 2 years off, and welcome back. So long may you continue every season. So, but PJ, speedy recovery, and we'll talk Ripple on WhatsApp in the week.
Yeah, we do miss you, PJ. We got a message this morning saying that he was under the weather. Show's never the same without you, and I'm sure you'll be back. We're gonna still talk about the side bet. You did. Well, I'll leave that for the side bet part.
No, but what I am waiting is, because PJ is always fashionably late, so I'm waiting now for any minute for a window to pop up and they'd be like, "What's going on, guys?" All right, okay.
PJ style. Let's give a quick shout out to Lauren Kemp. Don't forget to post SFX hashtag SFX in the chat. Lauren Kemp loves the show. Infectious energy. Also SFX from Renato, hashtag SFX from Tim Blue, and also a good morning to Peoples coming from Servio Cox. Thanks, Servio. He's in all our groups as well. He's been doing really well with the I think he's been doing a few options recently.
Yeah,
we can talk about options later.
Yeah, I don't trade options, but I just love watching you guys win in the group. It's just amazing. So obviously yourself, Servio, Ryan, I think is another Ryan, and just you guys are killing it. You're just doing really, really well. So I'm just really happy for you, and just continue 2023. It's really good to watch you guys being successful. It's great.
Yeah. It's one of the things that I've learned is to not trade as much, and as easy as that sounds, just basically don't do anything. Because my natural instinct is to always have some action, to always, if I'm looking at something, I want to do something about it. But every trade that I lose is more than likely a bad setup, a bad trade, a bad opportunity, and it's a trade that I shouldn't be in.
So don't talk trade in the last few weeks. So normally I'm on you and I'm like, yeah, I've had a great week, I've had a great month. Listen, I suppose it's a family show at 2 p.m. in the UK, so how can I put it? It's been pretty manure. Yeah. So no, I've had a terrible 2 weeks. So running negative equity now on both my funded accounts, and the SP 500 just done me in. Just taking some good trades, taking some very, very good trades. I've potentially gone long on some of the positions. But I've had my stop loss has been too tight, and I get stopped out. Then I've been getting stopped out. Then the price has just reversed into, what we're projecting, what the fib levels are saying. Just for me, I'm just like so frustrated by it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to sit the S&P 500 out now for probably this quarter. I'm just going to concentrate on the US 30. I got a great risk to reward on the US 30, and I'm looking to go long on the open this week. So probably my first trade this week will be long US 30 for, I think, about 150 points potentially, with a stop of maybe 400, 450. So I'll probably post that into the groups tonight. What I'm thinking. But I've had a terrible start to the new year. I put my hands up. It's not the best, but this is what makes you a trader, isn't it? This is sink or swim, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. TD Ameritrade, their platform, I think, is called Think or Swim, but It is sink or swim, and it is like swimming, because nobody can swim for you.
Yeah.
Nobody can swim on your behalf, and it's kind of like if you want to do it, you got to kind of learn how to swim, and that's why the show was started, right? That's why we did this.
But for me, it's another lesson. You know, it's a lesson to anyone who watches the show. Is I overtraded, I over leveraged, and you know, I should know better. If anyone should know better, it should be me, and I do know better. But just when you're so convinced the position's right, you know, you take that trade, and then I probably doubled up on the trade, and for it to hit the stop loss and see the trade reverse, it's agonizing.
Yeah,
and
it is.
You know, 2023, you know, is the year, you know, to be, you know, fully funded, and you know, to start living life on my terms, and you know, it has to happen. So for me, it's about discipline. So if anyone does watch the show, you know, it's all about your trading mentality and your discipline going forward.
Yeah, I think that's so underrated, and the focus has always been on entry or signals or setups. But what happens when you're in the trade, I think, is 90% or 80% of what you're actually doing. So there's a book that I've been reading. It's by a guy named Eckhart Tolle, called The Power of Now. Nothing to do with trading, all to do with mindset. And basically what he says is, all you have is this current moment. This present moment is the only thing that we have. So if you want to kind of maximize your life, then focus on what you're doing right now. And that works for trading as well. When you're in a trade that you shouldn't be in, or if you've taken too much risk and you basically entered too much size on a position, you know that you need to get out. And it's those sorts of things that you kind of get with making those mistakes. And I think we've both made a lot of mistakes over the years.
Yeah, so for me, I could have you know, reduced the lot size by, you know, 50% and increased my stop loss by 100%.
Yeah,
and I probably would have been winning trades. So it is disappointing, but you know, when you've been like in this game, you know, as long as we have, it's amazing how quickly you can just dust yourself off, you know, forget about it, and get on with the next trade. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week, and yeah, it really is about the discipline. But so yeah, the S&P 500 has taught me a lesson, and I'm staying out for a bit.
Yeah, I think that one is one that I'm trying to figure out. It's like how you are with the US 30 or the Dow.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's just different label. I remember we were posting a few times, messaging a few times last week before last, and it just wasn't clicking. It was like sandpaper.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you said, look, let's walk away and regroup in a little bit. I think we can pause for a quick second. We do have a prize giveaway. We want to share a few things. We haven't had a show for this year. So the very first prize giveaway for this show today is going to be for whoever's typed hashtag SFX in the live chat window. And the first thing we're going to give away is a mug. This is a Signature FX mug. If you're living in Timbuktu right now, if you're wherever you are, we will send this to you. So hashtag SFX, 3, 2, 1, 5 entries. Good luck, everyone. This is for SFX exclusive collector's item mug. Herman Dill, congratulations, Herman. So interesting story about Herman. Let's give a quick round of applause for Herman there. Taking time to watch us live and direct. So with Herman, I think his story is very unique. I'm gonna basically summarize how I came to know Herman. On Friday, I got a message saying, "Look, Mandela, can you please come certify these documents for me?" Certified it. He said the guy who I was certifying for said his brother-in-law was into trading. Can we hook him up? So we got him. He's in the Savvy Investors and the options group, and mentioned the show to him, and he said that he'll hop on. So congratulations, Herman. Again, I'll get you the mug. You can have your morning Joe in it, or whatever you like. We do have 2 more giveaways later. We got a pair of candlestick socks for those technical analysis guys out there, girls out there.
I want to set. Can I enter?
You cannot enter. It's only for our viewers. It's not for our hosts and our guests, unfortunately. But I can get you up here. You up here.
Yeah, like another set, please. They're great, man.
They could be like the good luck socks. Every time you put them on, like, you know, you're gonna have a green day. It could be. Just put them on after. If you put them on after you have your winning trades, maybe it becomes like one of those rituals. Anyway, and then the third thing, real quick, the third thing is going to be a Orchid Nail Spa gift certificate. So that's me and PJ. I knew I was going to get PJ on the show somehow. Those are some very nice manicurists and pedicurists there at Orchid Nail Spa. They actually gave PJ and I a complimentary service. And anybody who's stressing out or worried about their next trade, check out Orchid Nail Spa. Yeah,
I was told PJ's got like a loyalty card. You know, he's a bit of a regular there. So, any truth or?
I haven't been able to confirm or deny that.
Okay, it's great. PJ's not on the show now. We can just really get stuck in.
I don't think he's going to be missing many shows after this one. Okay, so the other topic. So can we quickly touch on comments? We have a few more comments in the chat. So we got congrats to Herman. We got thumbs up, and then Ryan Raban's in the live chat. He's got a fire and a rocket ship. So I want to give a salute to Rye. You could talk SPX options.
So this is Ryan from the Not So Savvy group, the options group, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. This is Ryan from the Not So Savvy. Yeah.
Ryan, well done. So I'm following all your options, and your success rate is just off the scale. So well done. Really, really impressed. So look forward to more chat.
Yeah, I got introduced to the SPX options in general through Ryan, through the group. So I mean that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think I've been trying to get him on the show. So I asked him to come on the show in like November, December, and he was kind of a little bit reserved, hesitant. And then I haven't asked him for at least a month and a half. So we maybe get one.
Let's ask him now. Ryan, you're in the chat. Come on the show. Come on, let's talk options. We haven't done an option show, have we? So
we haven't done one at all.
Stocks. We haven't done options. So Ryan, I'd really like you to come on the show if you don't mind, and talk us through options. What they are, how you trade, what platform you use, and it'd be really, really great to get a successful options trader on the show. So Ryan, give us a thumbs up in the chat if you want to come on.
Yeah. That would be great. I think there are a lot more and more people getting interested in options, and I think he's a great resource, great person,
great trader. Like everyone in the groups. But Ryan's been on fire the last couple of months.
Yeah, consistency is very incredible. Possibly one day, I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll book him in.
It's not a no. We'll put him. Yeah, maybe just set a date and see what happens. Everybody's trying to encourage him to come on the show. Herman's like, yeah, get on there, Ryan. Herman's been on this in the Not So Savvy group for 24 hours.
Yeah,
and he already realizes how great Ryan is as a trader. So we'll make it happen.
Talking of Ryan's, how's Ryan 1.0?
Ryan 1.0, the original, the one that got me interested in trading.
Yeah, my Forex buddy Ryan. How's he doing?
He's good. He's good. He messaged me a few times. So he's been busy with work as well, as we all are. And the last I heard from him, I think he was talking about Bitcoin hitting 24K. That was his last post.
That's a really, really good shout, to be honest. Do you know, I wouldn't mind doing, and I'm sort of freestyling and winging it a bit. But guests from the past. So we had Ryan, Teresa, we've had Shannon. How about we just do like a community, and we get them all on, and we just have an investing blueprint where we got like 5 or 6 guests on the show, and we just talk.
Let's do it.
you know.
No, I think that's a great idea. I know a few of our previous guests have kind of reached out, and I think it would be great to get them back on the show and do another Invest in Blueprint.
Yeah.
We haven't done a blueprint for a few months now.
Yeah.
So that would be a great opportunity. And actually, talking about community, I know this is a little bit off the order, but we have a few community competitions that we can talk about real quick. So in our Savvy group, we have quite a few people who have participated in the over and under. So the ticker for over and under is SPX. And we said, is SPX going to be over or under? That's 39.50. And we said the starting date was January 8th, and the end date is the end of the month. So 31st of January when the market closes. And for the most part, we had quite a few people that entered. I think total amount of people were 24. We had 15 people say under. And if we zoom in a bit, that will give us a better idea. There we go. So start date was here. This is the line in question, the reference line, 39.50. And right now we just poked above it on Thursday and Friday. Sorry, end of Friday, rather. This is an hourly. And let's just give a quick shout out to the team that is ahead. The team right now that is ahead is Team Over. So we got AK Sergio Cox, Dave Thomas, Jennifer Woods, myself, who all decided to go over, as well as Misha Fubler, Ryan Rabane, Satish, and Terry K. So taking the lead early on. We still have about a week left in the competition.
Just want to say that 39.50 is solid support.
Absolutely. You see, it was resistance there, and now it's been support since.
Yes, pretty solid in fairness. So I think Team Over potentially got that one in the bag, but
Next one up we got was the FX community, which is what you basically run that one, Andrew. I guess you would be our FX specialist for that group, and we started that on the same date. That was January 8th, and then we did over and under 21. One spot 21. So we basically gone over. Let's see. Let's have a quick look at that group. So we got Alex, Andrew. Yes, you're in there. Sergio Cox, myself, PJ is also in the over group. And then lastly, we got Ryan Williams, Stu, and Vashante. So Team Over is currently in the lead with a few more days left to go.
Yeah, just want to quickly point out to, I think it was the hour chart. Go back to the hour chart for me. Was it the hour?
Which one? Sorry.
1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Yeah, sure.
No, sorry. I must have been the daily. So
yeah, the one before that. That one.
Yeah. So if I control the screen, so it's 121. Yeah. If we just look.
What do you want to do?
If you just look at that as a support level, from where you started the black line, as your support.
Yeah.
If you look at that and you just look at the way it runs through, and just the way the price has just respected that. So had a little dip below, but that is solid, and I'd be really surprised if it breaks below that. In fact, if it actually got close to 121, I'd probably be looking at some more buying opportunities.
I agree. When we did the competition, it was January 8th. So it would have been our January 8th entry. But at that time, that was right at 121. Doing really well there. And then the last one that we had for the crypto lovers was 17K. And right now, 17K looks so far behind. It looks so low. I don't know.
I'm bullish on crypto, but listen, I've been burned a few times. So I would say 17K in crypto, it doesn't mean a lot these days.
Yeah.
But for me, Bitcoin's looking bullish. I'm even gonna say super bullish.
Whoa! If you say Bitcoin's looking, this is the bullish bear saying that. I mean, I don't want to agree with you.
Bearish bear or bullish bear. Yeah, no, I am bullish bull on crypto for the remainder of the year.
Okay. I do think, like, if we zoom out from this, and we see how far we've come, I think we are still near the lows.
Yeah, it's and also total 360 for myself, but I'll actually show you guys some monthly levels, one of my charts, and yeah, I think we're heading up to 24, and then we could be looking at the low 30s. Matter of weeks, maybe by the end.
We do have the chat and chart segment that's going to come up a little later. We can go through a few levels, I think, for Bitcoin. But before we do that, always don't forget, if you're not watching us on YouTube and you're listening to us on the podcast apps, just remember, nothing that is said is financial advice. Please conduct your own analysis. You alone are responsible for your investing decisions. We're just here having a chat. Okay, let's see who was in the team over for crypto. I think there was a very good participation rate. I think we had 29 entries in the crypto group. That was the highest, and 16 people said under, and 13 people said over.
Yeah, I'm surprised on the team.
Go for it.
We're going back on the chart now. We're on the team under. On the daily chart, there's two large points of rejection. So I suppose team under were looking for the third point to be hit to maybe break below, but yeah, quite surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those charts that a chartist would have a field day with, because you've gotten such a huge move, and this reminds me of Bitcoin 3, 4, 5 years ago.
If you go down to 16k, if you take the price down to 16k for me, you can see two double. Yeah, just lower, a little bit lower.
Down here?
Up, yeah, around there. You see the two double bottoms?
Yeah, right here, these two?
Yeah, and that was like sort of giving me an indication. So, and then there's like a third, there's like a third double bottom. It's like formed like a lower high or higher low, whichever one you call it. It's actually breaking out into channels, so that there's like one channel, there's like a channel above, and we just breaking through, and I think it's 18k. I think that's a significant resistance level as well. So
yeah, I don't want to go. I do want to go through it, but I don't want to go through it. So if we take that off, so I had, it was one of the previous lows. It was a 2021 support, which is still above us right now. So this was back in June 2021. That was support, and we still got another 5k to go to get there, or 4k. So I think this would have been a good support level. I think eventually we do get through 30k, and that's kind of how I'm looking at it. Also the previous high, so Bitcoin had never broken through a previous all-time high before, and we broke through the December 2017 one. That's way back here, and last week we finally got through that previous all-time high, which was just under 20k. Yeah. So I think that the longer we stay above 21k, the longer we stay above 22k, the more bullish I am.
Yeah. And what I'd say is, do you remember when we broke below that 2017 all-time high? It was all gloom and doom, and and I was on that side of the fence. The Bitcoin's going down to 10k, and potentially I seen 6. Which is quite laughable now. But when we break through a level, we also have to remember, when we break through that level on the reverse, that we need to take the same position or the same methodology. So for me, it's a key breakthrough, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the year.
Yeah, me too. I think you also have to be cautious. Also, like we were talking about earlier, mindset, risk reward, sizing, all that stuff. You don't just go all in, because there will be pullbacks. Last week we got a pullback after we got the Gemini news, but those are buying opportunities, and I think a lot of very intelligent investors took that opportunity to buy.
Yeah. So we're talking Bitcoin, talking news. So I just want the Cointelegraph. So I'm just going to share my screen actually.
Go for it. I'm gonna see. You want to just share? Just a reminder to everybody who's watching live. This is a live show, so if you post hashtag SFX in the chat, we'll post your comments, and then we'll also get you involved in our prize giveaway.
There
we go.
All right. Yesterday, why is Bitcoin price up? That was like 2 days ago, and I agreed. Genesis bankruptcy, I think I was already factored in, and it didn't play a major part. But there's a couple of areas of concern for me. So I'm just reading through this. Is that where we had? It's actually mentioning like CPI data, and it's mentioning inflation, and that because the inflation was lower than expected, Bitcoin's pumped. But I don't know, some people in the chat might know better than me, but I thought Bitcoin was a hedge against inflation.
Yeah.
So with Bitcoin at the moment, it seems to be moving with inflation rates. Inflation's gone down, Bitcoin's risen. So it sort of contradicts what Bitcoin stands for. And the second thing for me is stocks are maybe a little bit up, slightly up, and Bitcoin seems to be following suit. So the idea of Bitcoin was to be, a different currency for the masses, a hedge against inflation. But at the moment, on this sort of data, it's clearly not. So I don't know, Mandela. What do you think about that? And what's your thoughts?
I think everybody now is starting to jump on the ship. They see that the train has left the station. And before it starts actually picking up pace and being too late, I think excuse me 1 second. This is the great thing about being live is you get all the coughs and the sneezes. But you said welcome back to the flu, so it's one of those shows. So
we had career vacation, so welcome back and come back with a bang. So well done, flu.
So we have a lot. I think even governments starting to get involved with crypto is something that's going to continue. I don't see Bitcoin crashing or performing badly as a result. To be completely frank, I think it's one of the more tried and tested cryptos. And yes, you get more of a reward if you kind of go for a more opaque or more exotic crypto. Yeah. But in order to get into the crypto system, we talked about this earlier, Andrew. In order to get into crypto, you need either Bitcoin or Ethereum or one of the big ones, and then you can play. So it's definitely one I think will it's not going to change my view on Bitcoin. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but the view that has changed for me is Bitcoin is not a hedge against inflation, because when inflation pumped, Bitcoin dived, and now inflation is maybe cooled a little bit. In the UK, it has, not by much. And we're starting to see Bitcoin a bit of a rally, so it does contradict itself a bit. But we'll see what happens to Bitcoin and the rest of crypto now when regulation comes in. And I'm sorry that I had tinfoil hat wearers, but crypto is getting regulated.
Yeah, crypto is.
And then we get a true reflection of the price.
I don't think that regulation is going to be as bad as people think, and I don't want to go too much into what's going to happen in 2023 because I don't know. But I do think that the average person is thinking recession, they're thinking crash, and I think smart money is thinking we're already priced that in. Let's move on. Let's get on with it. And the one thing that keeps playing in my head is 99 or 95% of traders lose money. So what's the 1% doing? What's the 5% doing? They're not doing what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to say it again. I'll stand by it. Is I'm all for regulation for cryptocurrency. I think us guys now who are in crypto, we've probably been in it, since the early days, and we got into crypto for different reasons. Of course, we got into crypto to make money, but it was like being decentralized was like number one. Number two is an alternative to the dollar. Some people got into it for the technology, but crypto needs an influx. It needs an influx of new money, and the only way we're going to get that liquidity or that money dumped into crypto is through regulation. So people who don't understand crypto, people who are maybe unsure where to invest their money. Once they get regulation, once they get security, once they get from the UK the FCA approval, then we will see an influx of money into cryptocurrency. So I think it's a good thing personally, and I'm full for it.
Yeah, I think in terms of Bermuda in particular, so we have a very reputable regulatory environment here. We have a great regulatory system, and there have been in the past quite a few cryptocurrency companies that have decided to set up here.
Yeah.
And I think we're ahead of the curve in that respect, because there's a lot of places outside of Bermuda who are still hesitant, who are still kind of resistant to the whole crypto message and the crypto revolution that's coming. And I do think that's kind of what it is. I think one of the transactions I did last week, I got a book and I paid for it. It was Shannon Thompson, who is in one of our groups as well. And he has his own groups, he's doing his own thing. He asked me to send him BUSD for a book. And I just, on Binance, went to his transfer address, and it's happening. So I don't think the whole smoke screen and the whole situation with FTX, yes, it's depressing, it's negative, it's embarrassing. But with anything, you do have your bubbles, you do have your pets.com, and you have those companies that just don't make it through. Yeah. But I do think that when we're looking at the end of the year, end of 2023, we're going to see that, it actually wasn't as bad as we thought. We thought it was going to be.
Just talking about that for crypto payments, and you and I talking backstage about it. So I was out in Latin America last year, and actually out in Venezuela, and inflation has failed his people, the banks have failed his people, and crypto and Binance seems the way forward. I think PayPal's charges are too high, and there seems to be a lot of transactions being done using Binance US dollar or USDT. So I think the Latin Americas are a good social experiment for cryptocurrency and for digital dollars. I've seen that firsthand as well. So it's really interesting what's going on.
Yeah, it is. The fun, it's not the funny thing, but like what I've realized, like the more I've been in the space, the more I've been doing like investing and researching, whatever I find, like whatever most people are focusing on is already old, already late, and already discounted, already, it's past. So these sort of emerging countries who are trying to take the initiative and jump on the cutting edge of what's happening in technology, same with Bermuda, I do think that it will pay dividends, it will pay a big reward in the end. But it's also, like we were talking about before, mindset, mind frame, and we can move on. We can move on to the next topic. I think we got a few comments here. Dan Archer saying it's not gonna change the grassroots movement, which is true.
Yeah, I totally agree with Daniel. So I think I think it's great. It's going to bring in a load of new money. But like I say, the likes of me, you, Daniel, and the rest of the people who have been in Bitcoin and crypto for the best part of 10 years, it's brilliant for us because it's going to pump our holdings, and it's definitely going to put some dollars in our pocket. So yeah, I totally agree with Daniel. It's definitely not going to change the movement, but an influx of new money through regulation is definitely going to help.
Yeah, I think it will, and I think that's where the whole FTX debacle maybe helped the situation. And I'm not trying to say the people that lost money or people that aren't able to access their funds are happy about this, but it did cause a large amount of sell orders into the market where people were just selling, and it's panic selling, it's forced selling, and those who were able to prepare and those who were able to kind of patiently wait for these situations, they tend to take the other side.
Yeah, just
how it works.
Go on to FTX. It is absolutely crazy, like the fallout from this, from the government and from the action they've taken. So I think the guys in the US, I don't know if you've had it as well, is that if you spend over $600 on PayPal, you have to declare that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You guys, so if I send $600, to my granny in the USA, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, I have to declare that to the IRS. But then FTX, can stick thousands of people over a barrel and nothing happens.
I think.
And again, we can talk about this for hours, and if PJ was here, he'd have something to say. But it's absolutely ridiculous how
I think, okay, you're talking about ridiculous. I think it's time to give away some socks, everybody. I think we should give away some socks. So
they are ridiculous socks. They're great.
They are the candlestick socks, lucky socks. The lucky sock. Everybody asks, what's your secret? Just say it's your socks. So we're gonna go to let's see here. Okay. Pressing a lot of buttons. Okay, so we're gonna give away socks. So hashtag SFX, last call for anybody to please enter hashtag SFX into the live chat window, and we're going to collect the comments, and the winner will get a pair of socks shipped to them, mailed to them, or hand delivered to them. There we go. We had entries. We've given away a mug already, and the winner of the candlestick socks is Life's Nuggets. Congratulations, Life Nuggets.
Well done, Mr. Nugget.
Very well done. Yeah.
Life Nuggets.
Excellent. Life's Nuggets. I don't recognize that name, so that may be somebody overseas, maybe somebody local. Let's do side bet. I think side bet is probably one of the things that PJ is waiting for if he's watching us. So the side bet was, should I just let you take over?
Yeah, let's go. So side bet. So the last one we had was obviously yourself versus PJ, and it was on the Dow Jones, or as I like to call it, the US 30. And it was because it was Christmas, we were feeling generous, and it was double points. And I was, to be honest, Mandela, I really thought, this one was for you, and the double points was for you, to catch up, give you a fighting chance. And because PJ's not on the show, I can say, I showed you favoritism, and I'd like to say well done to PJ.
Well done to PJ. Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up here. It's very well done. Very well done, PJ.
Let's pull it up. So,
PJ did a great job.
Yeah, the way we're going on the side bet, we're lucky we don't do a crypto or forex show. Can you imagine that?
That would be
two of us can't win a side bet for toffees. But let's go. Let's have a look how we do.
This is the look here. This is it. So, I mean, just a quick as a neutral person, just analyzing this. We started on the 26th of January. 26th of November. PJ said it was going to be under this line.
Yeah.
And I said under this line. So PJ had 34,300 and I had 34,700. We ended up at the deadline, and PJ just walked away with it. Even after the fact, even as of today, he still won.
Yeah, so if once wasn't enough, you just have to, win twice for me with that price, So
yeah.
So no, well done, PJ. So what's the scores on the doors? How are we doing?
Let's have a quick look. So the scores on the doors is so that one was double points. Did you say that was double points?
Double points.
I should have focused more on that one. Okay, so here we go. This is the latest and greatest points for the side bet. So
yeah. Okay. Right. So today's side bet. So I'm sitting in for PJ. I'm his proxy today, and so I am, as well as being the side bet master, I'm also going to choose the bet. So today, guys, it's nothing to do with stocks, nothing to do with Bitcoin, nothing to do with Forex. Today we're going for Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Are you serious?
I'm serious, bro.
Oh, no way. I should have got my jersey.
And obviously,
okay, let me see if I can find a graphic. I'm going to find a graphic for this.
Yeah, obviously being on the losing bet, I'm going to let you go first. So
Here we go.
Please choose Arsenal.
Okay, so you know full well. So full well, I've been for Arsenal since Thierry Henry, way back when they were actually winning, and I will have to go for Arsenal no matter what.
Arsenal. Okay, and I am going to award. Let me think. Well, obviously, I'm proxy for PJ, so I'm United. And what's the chances I'm actually a United fan?
I think it's pretty close to 99%.
Yeah.
PJ, you need to come on the show. Come on the show, PJ. I'll send you the link.
Right.
Come on.
You know what? I'm actually going to give. Let me think about this. I'm going to give 2 points for today's result.
So another double points. Now, the thing is, every single side bet I've lost, even when I was going against you.
This is my thinking, Lex, yeah? So I'm glad. So I was a United fan, and the other 1.2 billion United fans, we're grateful you've chosen Arsenal. So thank you. No, on a serious note, I'm going to give 2 points, and I will give an extra point if the winning team wins by 2 or more clear goals.
2 or more, no matter who it is.
No matter
so what is that? 4-2 is fine.
So 4-2 would give you 3 points.
Okay. All right, I like that.
PJ if United win, but I will say kudos to Arsenal. Amazing. Arteta, he's turned it around. He's just got them firing, and they're doing really, really well. It's at the Emirates. I'm a United fan, and obviously my heart wants a United win, and the form United have been on, I can't see why we don't get a result, even if it's a draw. But without Casemiro for United, it's going to be a tough game. But come on, United, come on!
Yeah. I'm very, very cautious about talking about Arsenal because we are top of the league. We haven't been top of the league for a few seasons.
Guys are flying. You're doing
in January. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. But whenever I mention anything, it's like it's listening. I'm not saying anything. So next up, let's talk about earnings. Earnings, everyone. Earnings. Woohoo!
Moving on quickly. So so I noticed you post these earnings in the group, and I'll be quite honest, I don't pay much attention to them because I don't really trade the earnings or trade the stocks. So if we can have a quick, give us a quick explanation. Yeah,
I'll give a very quick explanation. So in the WhatsApp groups, I usually post what's happening with earnings for the week. So this is next week. We got quite a few nice earnings coming up. For anybody who's interested, Monday is a little bit light on the big companies. Some people know Baker Hughes in the morning before the open, and then Logitech in the afternoon. On Tuesday, it gets a little bit more exciting. Verizon and Johnson & Johnson are going to be reporting earnings along with Halliburton and GE. In the afternoon, Microsoft is probably the biggest name on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, Boeing, AT&T, Progressive, NASDAQ also reporting earnings on Wednesday. And then afternoon, after the close on Wednesday, Tesla, IBM, those are the big ones. Tesla's probably one of the biggest traded stocks in terms of options in the US. Thursday looks like Southwest American Airlines could be quite exciting, and then Intel and Visa in the afternoon, and then Friday, Chevron, American Express are going to close out the week for us. So I just look at this, and basically what I'm trying to find out is what is going to move the markets the most, which company am I already invested in, and then also which company do I think has the biggest potential for the biggest surprise.
Yeah.
So trying to work out, like, I still don't have the exact the process down yet, but at the moment it's still in beta testing. I'm still kind of just tracking them.
So what, you're like trading those companies then, or you're looking to take?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to get in. Usually what I do is I'll get in right before the earnings.
Yeah.
So anything from like 10 minutes before to like a day before earnings.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we get a nice pop higher, and then I get out after earnings.
So what's this is for the chat as well, and yourself. What's your position on Tesla at the moment? So for me,
Tesla is a good one.
Just might be worth pulling up the chart. So for me, I'm probably looking at long positions on Tesla. Everyone's trying to blame it on Musk, saying, obviously spending too much time on Twitter. But yeah, do you know what?
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. So Ryan Rabin actually messaged me about Tesla.
Look at that bounce
end of the year. Yeah, it's bounced really nice. So this was everybody basically getting their stop losses hit. That was the stop loss run there, and then we've come back pretty well. We have earnings, like we said, next week, but I don't know. I think 61.8, which Fibonacci fans know, Fibonacci lovers know very well. I think that's up at 165.
It's a nice target, nice first target, and if you break that, it's looking quite positive, I think, for Tesla.
Yeah, I think the performance in the last few days is very telling. So on Friday, so 2 days ago, Tesla was up more than just over 4%, just shy of 5% on Friday. So if that's anything to go by, I think we could see a nice reaction after earnings. I'll be keeping an eye on that.
Yeah. So your consensus on that, you're bullish overall? For myself, I'd be bullish on that for sure. I'd be looking to stop in below the. Look,
so you know my track record for saying things and then they don't work out. So I'm gonna start calling these a Cramer. I don't want to Cramer it. I don't want to Cramer this.
I did want to talk about that, but I know time's getting on. So I've discovered a new 100% hit rate Forex strategy that I'm going to sell for $5,000 on Twitter. Yeah, it's like you can't lose. It's you can't lose strategy, and obviously I'm being tongue in cheek and being facetious, but it's called the Cramer strategy. So whatever this guy says, do the opposite, and your quid's in. Thank me later. Yeah. So
there we go.
This guy is unbelievable.
He is probably the most consistently inverse indicator that I've seen publicly, at least publicly. I do think sometimes I think, well, if 99% of traders are wrong, then why don't I do the opposite of 99% of traders? But Cramer is I think he's like 100% wrong. I don't know. Maybe not. I just find whenever he talks about something, I start watching it closely.
Yeah, he did tell everyone to totally sell the Bitcoin holdings. Don't even hold.
Yeah, I have. Where's that? Somebody posted that in the WhatsApp group, I think. Let's see.
So yeah, so I've got the Cramer strategy sussed. So the next now is I'm calling it the Nancy Pelosi. Now if I can actually if I can actually get that one down on MT4, like us guys will never working again. So,
this was a good one. I think he sent this through. So whenever Cramer is telling you to buy, you sell, and whenever Cramer is telling you to sell, you buy. That's an easy way, like a very easy strategy.
Yeah, just it is. So I went through some of his articles on the news. I think he calls himself like the Mad Trader or the Mad Investor or something. He got some name for himself, and it was just showing all his L's, and he's worse than where I've been on the SP 500 this month. He's terrible. He's terrible. I don't know, nothing more to say. So yeah, whatever this guy says, I'm going the opposite. So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah. Okay. So next up, I think we have. So big games. Let's talk about the big games a bit. So we had last year over 100 people who decided that they wanted to participate in it's basically like a virtual stock exchange game. Excuse me. And I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here. I have a game going on. This is live and direct. I don't know if anyway, it's not gonna work. But basically. A summary for anybody who is interested in the big games is, Andrew, you may have to lean to the other side. There we go. So we're gonna say any stock, any ETF, any crypto. We're gonna give you $100,000, and as part of the $100,000, you can do whatever you want with it. you can end up, if you want, you can end up just going all in on Bitcoin. One of the rules is you are able to short sell, and we're going to go from March 1st to March 31st. So the month of March, you have time to trade as much as you want. We give you 100K. You do whatever you want with it. Whoever has the most at the end is the winner, in the simplest form. So one of the things I pulled out, I was thinking, well, March is kind of tricky. Well, we have non-farm payroll on the 10th of March. Then we have some news coming out of the US on inflation. CPI is out on the 14th. PPI is the following day on the 15th. And then the US interest rate decision is going to be on the 22nd of March. So that should kind of shake things up nicely. One of the rules, or two of the rules are, you're only allowed to trade a maximum of 25 trades in any one day. So once you hit 25 trades, you're done for the day. You got to wait till the next day to trade. It is 24/7, and you can trade crypto anytime. And then the last thing is there's a limit on any one ticker. So any particular stock or ETF or crypto, you can't get more than 20% in that. So when you start out, that's going to be 20K. You can't go all in basically on anyone. But other than that, I think it's going to be a fun competition. I know last year it was fun. So anybody who is interested, please send us a message, let us know, and we can get you hooked up in the groups.
Yeah, I didn't join in last year, but this year I am, and I'm just going to go all in on crypto.
You have to. Like, I think
strategy and just I know it's for kicks and a bit of fun, but it's just crypto. So that's it. I'm just gonna open an account, load up, buy crypto, and let's see where we go.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I think definitely the biggest reward, like better reward than anything else.
So winner's percentage last year.
So the winner last year, I want to say the winner got 14%.
Was it
at the end of
Shane?
It was Shane. It was Shane. Yeah, it was Shane. Yeah,
14%. Yeah,
14. And Shane he's already given me his word. He's gonna come back to try and defend his title.
Over how long was that then?
That one was 2 months. We did 2 months last time. So this month, this year is gonna be 1 month.
14% over 2 months is good going. That's incredible.
It is.
It's really good.
Yeah. He did a very good job. Okay, so next. How did you do? I actually finished in the green. I was up about 1.07%.
And Mrs. Tobler?
My missus did a lot better than me. She finished closer to 10%, I think, or just under 10%.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm okay with it. I think she now realizes the importance of these shows, and she did it all by herself as well. Like I didn't help her one bit. So I all I have to say is congratulations. My hands are tied.
Listen, I'm having my moment because obviously I'm jumping in myself this year and I'm probably gonna get hammered anyway. So let me enjoy it, while it lasts.
Yeah, one of the things I think is key with that is once you go into the profit, just try and stay there, because you'll see so many people drop, and once there's a few people that went all in crypto and then they ended up like -20, -30 in the first week. So it's fun. We do have a video, so if you check out our YouTube channel, it's going to be the video that is. Let me change this song really quick. The song, the video is called Best Trading App on our YouTube channel, and it says Best Trading App: Wealth Base Tips and Tricks. That's it. We got a few other SFX here. Servio Cox is in. So let's do the draw. Let's do the last draw. Sponsored by Orchid Nail Spa. And let's share that picture again, because PJ is at home sick right now, but we had a great time at Orchid Nail Spa. We really did. It felt like a bachelor party, if I'm honest with myself. We had some champagne, we had some Goslings, some Black Seal rum, some Philadelphia rum, and then PJ, he was in his glory. He actually pulled out some Arsenal highlights. He was watching some Arsenal highlights as he was getting his feet taken care of. So just a great place to go, really. Okay, so shout out to the Ohio Orchid Nail Spa team, #SFX. There we go. Okay, final call. No more. This is for a gift certificate to take your stresses away. Here we go.
So just reading the chat, and Paul's just saying hopes I get spanked. So, do you know, Paul, as long as I beat you now, I don't care about anything else, to be honest. So game on with you, mate. Yeah, bro.
There we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I know my friends are, don't I?
You do know your friends very well.
He's good guy, Paul.
I want to say congratulations to Dan Archer. We got some confetti. Dan. Yeah, we got some. Let me put the confetti up before we There we go. Now we can do it. Yeah. Go Dan. Go. So we'll get you that gift certificate. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but every winner has been a male so far. Or let's say 90% of the winners have been male.
There's some well-groomed men walking around Bermuda, I know, definitely. So
yeah, you gotta come. When are you gonna come to Bermuda? When are you gonna visit?
This year.
Okay, good. We gotta make it happen. We gotta do something.
Mr. Tom. Okay.
Let's hope Andrew gets spanked. There we go. So that must be referring to the Manchester United Arsenal game.
I think it's that.
Which
and
is
I think it's
like
also,
an hour.
I think it's the bit games as well.
The big games, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So next time Paul hits me up, or can you do a chart for Bitcoin, or can you do a chart? Yeah. Right on.
Wise words of wisdom. Let's do the wise words, because this is the segment that I look forward to the most, but I prepare for the least. And I got my notes here. So let's go for this week. I'll go with, let's see. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is trading is like a mercenary guerrilla. Always fight on the winning side. Focus on what is happening, not what you think should be happening. That's my wise word. So if you're trading, yeah, you always want to be with the trend. You always want to be with the smart money. So it doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what your ego is telling you. Doesn't matter what your friends are telling you on WhatsApp. Go for the winning trend, like a mercenary guerrilla. So basically, whoever's paying you, that's who you're working for. Wise words for today.
So my wise words are, if you can just carry on the chat for maybe a couple of seconds, because I was going to read from my Star Wars book, but there was actually some really good wise words in the crypto group. So I'm just, I actually took a screenshot of it. So I'm just quickly finding that screenshot. So, I won't be long.
Okay, I can go through the chat. Let's see. So let's go back. So we got a few people here. We got Jerry Soltis SFX. Thank you for that. Life Nuggets. They actually won a complimentary service to Orchid Nail Spa. Thanks, right, Caleb. Caleb. Yes, Caleb. Pick up yourself, Caleb.
So this is by Made Moves in the Savvy Investor group.
Okay. Made moves. Did they forward this, or did they post this?
No, they posted it. So it's m.a.d.e. Is it moves? Made Moves. I don't know the name. Who that is.
This is. I think that's Servio. Servio Cox. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Servio.
Servio, is that you? Can you confirm in the chat?
Yeah, if he can confirm, because Servio is in the chat. I realize I haven't changed the top right for a while.
So
through that.
So these wise words might be coming from Servio, and the wise words are: preparation loves victory, and I love it. It's just. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, my wise words and come from Servio. So Made Movements, preparation loves victory, and I just think that's amazing. So that Servio, that's going down in my book of wise words. So brilliant. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for pulling that out, because it's one of those things where, you hear it, it's a completely different thing to apply it and to basically embrace it and take advantage of it and use it to your advantage. And Servio, he's a great guy. He owns his own company. I don't know how much I can say or cannot say, but he's a personal trainer on the island, one of the best. And I'm trying to get there as well eventually. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, if I'm being honest. But I went to the play. They had there was a play for the Addams Family. My cousin was there, and he had one of Made Movement's shirts on. I said, "Yo, where'd you get that from?" He said, "Servio." He said, "Servio is the best trainer. I've been to about 20 trainers in the country. Servio is the best."
Yeah, no, I love that.
Shout out to him.
And what I will say to people who are watching the show, I read every message goes through WhatsApp. I read every message on the comments today, and I screenshot a lot of your wise words. I screenshot a lot of your recommendations for YouTube, etc. So from myself, everything's noted, and yeah, Servio, that really stuck with me. I love it. Preparation loves victory. It's just it's brilliant. So well done.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so in the chat, right? About I want to say it was about.
Yo, Ryan's in the chat.
Is Ryan in the chat?
Ryan.
Let's see here. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's him. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to Ryan. We gotta get him back. Was he our first guest?
Yeah,
he was one of our first guests.
Like I said, I'd like to get all the guests back on, but I'd like to get a panel. So I'd like to say Ryan, Teresa, Shannon, Swanee, everyone we've had on, the Scruffy Trader, just like to get everyone back on the show. We just get a panel.
That would be wicked. That'd be wicked.
Let's chat, yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. 2023, that's the year to do it. Okay, so going back to notes. So anybody who would like to see our faces or our beautiful charts and our beautiful graphics, check us out on YouTube. We're also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and Google Podcasts, and Channel 81. Cable Channel 81 has picked us up. So thanks to them for that. Ryan Williams saying you guys are evolving top quality. I remember, so before we did the shows, Andrew, I messaged Ryan Williams about 10 o'clock at night. I said, I want to try and test out this platform. We want to do a show. We're thinking to do a YouTube, yada, 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 yada. He said, look, I'm drinking some shots right now, but as soon as I finish at the bar, I'll come on. He logged on about 11:30, and we did like a little test. He's just one of the guys who he loves trading. He loves sharing the knowledge. He loves the groups. He loves the atmosphere.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Really good.
And
really good.
Yeah, I think we are evolving. The shows. But it's like I've said, and people who are watching, people who rewatch the show, really, it's not pre-scripted. It's me, Mandela, PJ, just sharing our thoughts, having a chat, and this is pretty similar to our video chats or private calls in the week. Obviously, we talk weekly, and really what we do, we just sharing our ideas and sharing our thoughts, and that's where we're at. I'm looking forward to the football later, I'll be honest,
Arsenal, I got the graphic here. Let's see if I can pull it up again. I think there are a few people so I don't know if you know this, Andrew, you've never been to Bermuda. There's a lot of very, very large Manchester United contingent in Bermuda. So I think this is going to be a big game. I'm gonna pop. Can you just talk for a few minutes? I'm gonna go get my jersey.
So everyone I know from Bermuda, obviously I've met through yourself. You all support Arsenal. Everyone's like an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, it's true. It's a big game. It's a big game. So United's the only team that has beat us this season, and you guys are playing well. You're climbing the table.
Yeah, we're doing well under Eric Ten Hag. We definitely made some good movement, but we just haven't got the squad. We haven't got the depth.
No.
We haven't got the funds. The club is broke, and I suppose it ties into what we're doing. If you pulled up a chart of Manchester United right now where the shares are at, they did dip. We had a little bit of a bounce when Ronaldo re-signed. And then I think we lost the first two games of the Premier League, and we've seen a dip again. There was no investment from the Glazer family from the US, and just basically Manchester United become very stagnant, not just on the field but off the field as well. And they put the club up for sale now. So the club is up for sale for $6 billion US, and seems to be a lot of investment from the Middle East, and we're seeing things consortium from the USA as well, and that rallied the price up of Manchester United. So that was great. and I'm just hoping the sale goes through sooner or later. And, United can compete again, with the likes of Chelsea, with the likes of Man City, and Liverpool and people like that. So it'll be pretty good. But yeah, what I will say is, out of anyone, if United don't win the league, I'd rather it be Arsenal than anyone else. So I'll give up that to you guys in Bermuda. So.
Yeah, we really like football here. We're very much like almost like a UK hub, remote UK place here in Bermuda, and I think it's between. I would say I'm Arsenal because of Thierry Henry 20 years ago, and then we got a lot of United fans. Tottenham's a big contingent here. They have their own club, their own group. And then obviously Man City. I know a lot of people higher up, Bermudians who just love Man City. It's one of the things that you either love it or you hate it, and if you love it, then you feel it, and you know it.
I'll never forget that time we went to watch Naki Wells play.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's still that's the most views I've ever had on my my YouTube channel.
We went to Aston Villa, didn't we? And it was great. And who's he playing for now?
So he's in Bristol now. So Naki is Naki. We call him Naki in Bermuda. The commentators in the UK say Naki Wells. We say Naki. But yeah, it was just amazing to see him on the field and like scoring goals and stuff.
Yeah, he was on that time when we were following him and we went to watch him. He was on fire at the time, wasn't he? He was.
Yeah. Oh no, he was. He definitely was.
He wasn't missing, and great player. So probably the most famous player from Bermuda, you would say.
Right now, I would say one of the only players who's playing kind of top league football. There are quite a few others.
Yeah.
I don't have their names in front of me, but there are a few other Bermudians who are playing, semi-professional or professional in the UK.
Right. Okay.
But he's the one that I know personally. I know his brother Aaron Simmons. Shout out to Aaron. Let's do a salute to Aaron. That's his older brother. So I used to go over to Aaron's house, and one of the things I remember, we would have, it was Naki Wells, Aaron, and then me, and we would have Caesar salad with chunks of cheddar cheese in the salad. And I used to love that. I went home, I was like, Mom, you could put cheddar cheese in a French salad dressing with a nice salad with lettuce, and it was just, for me, it was.
He was a player. He was good. Obviously, he is still good. But yeah, really, I'll never forget that game. Aston Villa, and I think we were in the way end, wasn't we? We were with Bradford, I think it was.
Yeah, it was. It was with Bradford, and the key did a great job, and they ended up winning the game.
Yeah, it's amazing. It was really good.
Yeah.
So,
it was.
It's a trip down memory lane for us.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I think there's a lot of things that you kind of look back and you're like, that was pre-COVID. That was before all of this, craziness that's going on right now.
Yeah, I know I'm probably rambling on a bit now, but it's quite surprising how much, like, even though I'm in the UK, how much Bermuda's, like, not had an impact, but certainly involved in my life, on a weekly basis, obviously, from Naki with football, like from yourself, with family and stuff like that. It's Oscar the Onion. I've still got the box of Oscar. Yeah.
I sent that for you and the girls. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. I think for the last few minutes before we finish up, we can ask anybody if they want to post a ticker in the chat. If you're okay with that, Andrew. So if you want to put a ticker in the chat, put a ticker. So Apple, Tesla, and then also we can open it up for any question and answer. We'll give everybody a minute to kind of go through that. I need to just quickly take a quick pit stop. With live, it's tough. So Andrew, would you be able to just take over for give me 1 minute?
Yeah, put me on the spot. Okay, let me just have let me just have control of the screen in 1 second.
Yeah, you can take control of the screen. I just need to take a moment.
So I'm just gonna ramble on to myself. Okay.
Yeah, just for 1 minute, literally one minute. No more, no less.
Okay, so if you can share my screen for me, and
okay, there we go.
So
there you go, all yours.
Right, go. Okay, so 60 seconds to chat through this. So it's my Bitcoin chart, and you can see the red lines in my monthly support and resistance levels. I'm not really too interested in the candlesticks, so don't really need to zoom in on the chart. And what I'm looking at is we can just see a nice support level that was around 20,100, and we've played off that quite nicely into this little bull run. And more importantly, we've broken above the 200 moving average, and so that's a really positive sign for Bitcoin, and probably one of the reasons why I'm long on a daily chart. Now, I'd like to see a break above the 200 MA on a weekly before I really get excited. What I'm expecting is this price of 22,800 probably to come back down towards the 200 moving average, because that will now start acting as our new support. So that will be like a moving support as we go through the range. And I'm expecting Bitcoin to test 24K this week. And I don't expect us to test it. I actually expect us to break through 24, and 24 becoming our new support level, with the 200 moving average as our moving support. And just looking at the chart, I don't really see much to stop us traveling up to 30K. And 30K, I think, that'll be a psychological level, and we will get up to around, when I say 30K, I'm looking around this level here. And I think we will have we'll test and retest around here, and then potentially then we could be looking at 34K. So this is massive movement for Bitcoin. It really is something. And here we go. I'm bullish on Bitcoin for 2023. So I've been bearish, I've been bad news, I've been the bullish bear, I've been called negative, smug, I've been called a few names for being so down on crypto. But here we go. I'm bullish on crypto for the remainder of the year. And just looking at this daily chart, there just seems a lot of room for Bitcoin to grow, and to make some good dollars, to make some good price. So this 24K seems key to myself. I think we break that. I think that's our new fixed support, and I think this 200 moving average will also act as a support level for us.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on Bitcoin at the moment. So let's see what happens.
I like it. I want to show mine as well, because we all have different strategies, and out of everybody that I've ever met, there's no two people with the same strategy, two people who are alike. Like it just doesn't work. So my two lines in the sand are the all-time high, the previous all-time high way back in December 2017. That one, we're above that already. That was just shy of 20K. And then the June 2021 support, we showed it earlier. But I think once we break through there and we can hold above there for like a month, or let's say 3 weeks or so, I think we're smooth sailing. But in the meantime, in between time, I think there's a lot of opportunities here to kind of load up, back up the boat, load the boat, back up the ship. Also follow your rules, follow your whatever your process is. But that's what I'm looking to do. And I think there's so much negative news about crypto right now that it's worth even 1% of your cash, your total cash right now. That's it.
Yeah, just talking about the psychology. So all the moon boys are saying like to buy at 16 or 100, and for me that's a massive indication. It is a massive indication to sell. Like we say, 95% of traders fail. So that's one thing for me. So all these, I call them moon boys. But all these moon boys now, they were all on the side of sell. They totally changed their thinking, and so for me that's an indication as well that potentially we could be looking bullish. But I was just saying, we've broken the 200 moving average on the daily chart. So being crypto, things can move pretty quickly. But if we can get that break on a weekly, for sure, I think Bitcoin's bullish, and here we go. So my call of the year would be on Bitcoin would be minimum of 34K.
34K. And what's the date that we're looking at? Sorry, I'm just going to put it up here.
End of the year.
End of the year. Okay, 34. So that would take us above the previous all-time high. That would take us above the 2021 support.
And being conservative, and that's a minimum. Yeah, that's what I think. So I don't know if you want to mark out a chart.
Yeah, I'll mark it. So you said 34?
Yeah, minimum 34. Minimum.
So that's another 10K. More than 10K.
I think it's easy. I think we're going to see that in a couple of months.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if we remember back to when Bitcoin can move, it can move.
Yeah,
and it's not going to care about anybody. It's not going to care about your orders.
Yeah, Bitcoin can slap, like, you know what I mean. So, but yeah. I think so. Yeah, Life's Nugget saying what? Okay, watch oil this week. Let's pull oil up on copper. So great. So
there we go. Okay, so yeah, we said that we want more question and answer. We want some tickers. This is ticker time. So tickers.
Yeah. So
let's do the oil.
Oil, okay.
Okay, so these are some of the stuff.
Quickly put you on the spot. What do you think in Bitcoin this year?
Bitcoin this year, I think it's above, let's say 40K easily. 40K by November, I'd say.
And do you know what happened? Let me tell you, let me tell people how rinse and repeat works. We'll get up to the all-time highs of 60, 70K, and then my phone will just be on fire.
Then you sell. That's when you sell.
Yeah, I'm buying Bitcoin. Shall I buy Bitcoin?
I didn't clear this. So I try to always have naked charts with nothing on them, and I didn't think anybody was going to call out oil. So let's just clean it up a bit. There we go. Okay. So that's oil from 2020. So from the COVID lows when oil went negative till now. So the comment, what was the comment? We got a comment from Life's Nuggets.
Watch oil this week, so maybe chuck it onto a daily. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to move higher. That's for sure.
Life Nuggets, I'm saying bullish on oil. Yourself? I'm definitely saying bullish.
Yeah, copper as well. Yeah, copper's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, good call on oil. I think the previous resistance was kind of like here.
Yes, that's
from back in September. That's a very good call.
That's a great call.
Very good call. We're right at the September 2022 lows in oil. I think we go higher. So just to show you some of the lines that I show in the WhatsApp group, we're kind of middle channel. So way back from, started back in July 2022, we were kind of bouncing back and forth, ping-ponging around this channel. We did break to the downside a few times, but I think the test is going to be this resistance again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a great call by I think that's Servio. We got a little ways to go, but once we get through 81, 82, I think we're good to go.
Yeah. So
just to zoom out again, oil, we were up to, let's pull that down, 130. So 130 is kind of like the recent local highs, and we closed on Friday at 81.64. Good to know. All right, so copper was the other one. Got a couple of things. I didn't want to mention copper because I didn't want to Cramer it.
We're probably not saying, let's not Cramer it, yeah.
Yeah, let's not Cramer it. So copper has been doing really well. Gotta change the music. Here we go. Something a little happy for the music. This is the After Hours segment. These are the real people that really care about investing.
Yeah, we're running on today, aren't we? So
we are, but I'm good. If you're good, I'm good.
I'm all good.
Okay. So also, copper.
Can we do silver after copper?
Yeah, we do silver after copper.
Got interesting silver, so yeah.
So copper is gonna be near just gotta breathe. So my crypto. So I have a copper ETF, and then I also have a copper. Here we go. This is it right here. That's uranium. That's our Forex section. That's silver. COPEX right here. So this is copper, the actual copper itself. There we go. So copper's broken out. Like if you have a quick look at the last, what is this? Since July, copper's bottomed. Great call. 40% profit. Great call. One way to play it is COPX, which is a ETF. So ticker symbol Charlie Oscar Papa X-ray. About to test the 61.8 on the bearish 61.8. That could be a good play. If we just zoom out a little bit on that.
Sorry, bro. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, copper's looking good. I think recent highs are kind of near 45. We closed Friday at 41, and then as far as we can go back, it's about 60. Looks like a top potential. So COPX could be a good play. That's the Global X Copper Miners ETF. If you want to play it that way. Also, FCX is a good play. That's Freeport Macmoran. So they do all sorts of mining, including copper. So I think if they get above 51, 52, that could be a nice breakout opportunity. Also one that I'm looking at, this is a very small miner, Hub Bay. They're listed in Toronto and also listed in the US, but they have a little ways to go. I think about 5.97 for one of their shares. Recent highs are closer to $10. So you have some good upside in the copper market. And I think this is a good inflation play as well. So we got a message from Paul saying 50K for Bitcoin. I think it's possible. I do. I really think it's possible. All right. What's next? What are we looking at next?
Silver for myself.
Okay. What? Talk about yourself. What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
Silver, US dollar. I want to see bullish movement.
You want to see silver. You want to see
US dollar.
Bullish, and you're already in the trade, right? Okay. Here we go. All right. So this is silver. We hit a low 2020. March 2020, and then we've kind of gone up. We've pulled back to the 61.8. Surprise.
Nice. Look at that, to the T.
It's like it's like it almost works. And then we're kind of around the 24 level, somewhere around 20, just shy of 24. So I think copper continues with gold. I think we eventually break this sort of local high around 30. And then we look to continue higher. I think eventually we get up here, and then the longer we stay above 30, the better.
That'll make me so happy. Yeah, good, cool. Happy with that, because I don't even check the silver chart, so that's great.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, I think that's it. I have a few reminders, but yeah, that's it. That's the show. Do you want to kind of finish off with anything that you're planning to do for the next few days? So trading for me is US 30. So again, I said earlier on the show, God, it seems like it's a long time ago. So for me, I'm looking at going long on US 30, potentially 150 points, 45 point stop loss. I'm definitely looking at it's 11 p.m. GMT my time. So okay. Yeah, definitely looking at going long on the Dow Jones. Okay.
That's all I'm going to trade now for probably from now until June, July. I'm not looking to trade anything else. I'm probably going to jump out, forget the Forex pairs as well. I need to get back on track with the prop firm trading. So the SP 500 sort of put me into a negative equity. That's okay, I'm nowhere near a stop out, but I overtraded and traded too much, if I'm honest, and that's just purely down to psychology. Again, it's my fault, purely my fault. It's not my trading system, it's not my strategy. It's me, overthinking things and trying to be a little bit too clever. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna watch Bitcoin for sure, but I'm not trading Bitcoin. I'm not looking at no future trades, nothing like that. But just excited. It's all obviously being a crypto hodler.
Yeah, I think so. One thing that comes to mind when you were saying that, and I made it a point not to interrupt, but it's the markets can't beat me, only I can beat me.
100%. So for me, it's if I look back at my trading journal, all the mistakes. It's like, no, there's also things the market goes against you. The market's right, but I either jumped in too soon, exited too soon, or I've been so like sure of myself, maybe a little bit arrogant, is that I've doubled up on a trade, and it's just give me a big slap in the face. Like, so that'll teach me. But no, for me, US 30 this year is extremely important for myself, and that's it now. So what I was doing last week was I was watching the US 30, having a look at the chart, seeing if there's any opportunity for me, and if there wasn't, I was actually turning my VPN off. So
that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it.
Otherwise, I just have like my VPN and I have all my charts on display, and then you start seeing things that's not there. One is pressed or too many, and I'm like, okay, and then that's where I end up losing trades. So for me now, I can have a quick look, and I'll log out.
That's the way to do it. I think for me, one of the things that I've found most helpful is when I walk away. Like it's the weirdest thing that you do all the work, you take all the research, you take all the risk, and then you just get up and you walk away from the screens, and you walk away from your computer, or you walk away from your charts. And it's a weird thing where things start working while you're not thinking about it.
Do you know what it is? Or for me, it's like
crazy.
I love this game. I live for it. Yeah, and people have hobbies next to people. Like some people might be, going to the gym, like football, whatever it is, socializing. But for me, my hobby, my interest, or my love is the foreign exchange market and the US 30. I live for it. So when I shut the VPN down, and I'm like, what do I do?
You always want to do something. So it's tough because you always want to be doing something.
So what I have found that helps is just keep back testing my strategy every day. So every day now, I'm just back testing, looking at different parameters, looking at different spreads. Not so much different time frames, but I'm just looking at, just trying to collate the best data, and then I'll feed that into some Excel spreadsheet, and see what comes out then for risk reward. So I think that works. I don't know if anyone in the chat or if anyone who does watch the video, I'm using MT4 strategy tester at the moment. But if you know of anything better, if you can let me know, if you can reach out to me in WhatsApp, or if you can reach out to me in the chat, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. I see a few messages here. People, just recognizing what you're saying is true. I mean, like one of the things that I find most helpful is making other people making you feel like this is a normal sort of thing. It's a normal emotion to feel, and I think as long as we kind of work together and we're able to kind of get through it as a cohesive unit, it makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. Still talk about decent support. And I know people will say, it's easy, to touch the feelings, and don't be emotional in your trades. But at the end of the day, we are emotional beings. That's what we are. We run off emotion, and it's easier said than done. So for me, SP 500. I can't say what I really want to say because it's a family show.
So I know what you're feeling, because we went back and forth together, and it was almost like it was a Cramer. It was a Cramer effect. It felt like a Cramer effect.
I got Cramer about. But what I will do is I will update the Savvy Investor and the Forex Group how I get on the US 30. So I have a ridiculous risk to reward ratio on the US 30, the Dow Jones. So I'll keep you updated and let you know how I get on this week. But it's looking good. So that's it for me. But I will say I have missed PJ, and it hasn't been the same without him, and I hope he speedy recovery.
It was a bit of a surprise for me as well. I think he brings his own element. I know you were planning to talk about certain topics because PJ was going to come into the show.
I want to talk to him about XRP because it's hard. Let me get it right. Maybe it's got a 7-8% bump this week. Yes, it's gone like from 33 cents up to 41 cents. So that's pretty big. And I was going to ask PJ, what the drivers were for XRP. Obviously, I think nothing much has changed with them. They're still going through all this nonsense with the SEC. But one thing I will say, if anyone goes onto ripple.net, I believe it is, and they've actually partnered with the Bank of America, which is interesting, very interesting. So, yes, watching the show, and if you're into crypto, we're in the chat. Go on to ripple.net or ripple.com. I'm pretty sure it is Mr. XRP himself. Go on to ripple.net, and they've actually partnered up with the Bank of America. And then when you go to the Bank of America, have a look at their turnover and what their holdings are, and it's talking in the billions. So, let's see. So I look forward to catching up with PJ. Even if we just do a quick show, maybe in a week or two, just purely to talk about XRP when PJ's feeling a bit better, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, so for anybody who's just literally joining us or just catching the end of the show, we got a message from PJ early this morning saying feeling terrible. He's got the flu, and we miss PJ, but at the same time, he won the side bet, and he's been given a proxy. He's been given a remote in. So if United win, then PJ will get a point. If Arsenal win, then I will get a point. However, I have a very bad side bet track record. Very, very bad.
If United win, I'm gonna send you there for PJ Balloon online.
Yeah, you do. You're right about that. I do. You're not even in the side bet, but you still got the crown. Did you send that back? You gotta ship it. FedEx it back.
Yeah, I'm still a reigning champion. So
it looks like you can fit on my head pretty well. So shout out to everybody who's been in the chat. We got Lauren Kemp posting a whole lot, and we got Paul Thomas, Tim Blue also in the chat. Servio Cox, big shout out to Servio Cox. Been very patient. So Servio was upset because Servio had a co-option on Netflix, and Servio, as far as I know, Servio made a profit on it. But it wasn't maximized. The profit wasn't maximized. But you gotta, everybody knows, take what you're given and move on and learn and try and grow and get better as a result. Herman Dill, who's a new member of our communities, he's also in the groups. And then Ryan Rabin, let's give a salute. One more salute to Ryan. He's one of the people who I feel like, if I'm unavailable, if I'm in the middle of like work, I can't even look at my phone because I gotta deal with a fire. Ryan Rabin is able to kind of chip in and do what he needs to do.
Where are you working firefighting? What's going on?
Look, I wear many hats.
Ryan's work's amazing in the Not So Savvy Options group. So well done, Ryan. Really appreciate that. Again, Servio, thanks for the positive quote. Really enjoyed that, and actually enjoyed it so much to a screenshot. Ryan Williams, it's great to have you back, and we need you back on the show for sure. Life's Nuggets, thanks for the chart ideas. Just want to quickly go through it. Paul Thomas, thanks for wanting me to fail in the bit game. So nothing wrong with you. I'll mess you after the show. It's okay. Don't worry about that. I just want to quickly go through it. We got Jerry.
Jerry's there.
Thank you, Herman.
Jerry's there. Yeah. There's Jerry. Yeah. There we go.
And who else we got? I just want to say thank you to everyone.
We got Ryan. You got Ryan Rabin.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Renato. Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. And obviously myself. Thank you, Andrew VR. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. So it's been a good show. I think it's a little longer than we usually do, but those of you who enjoy this sort of space, this topic,
Yeah,
I think you really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just great to chat. I think the chat's been lit up today. It's probably one of the most active chats we've had, and hope long may it continue. And just to go back to this show, the idea of this show is just to quickly, it's like I say, Mandela and I, we talk weekly, on the phone, and basically this show is what we talk about, and that's really what it is. It's just like two bros having a chat, talking about the markets, what we're planning to do, what's made them interest us in the week from a news perspective, and foreign exchange. And it's just great for you guys to be included and to be part of it. So thank you very much, and I look forward to the next show.
Yeah, I do too. I look forward to PJ being back. Like if we had a summary of PJ, I would say PJ is fashionably late. Yeah, he always gets on like 2 minutes before we go live. Every time. Like 2 minutes, and we're like, PJ, is are you coming on? Are you there? Are you here? Are you here? Are you there?
He's just
but he always gets on. He gets on.
Yeah, he's just like, how can I say? He brings balance. You can tell the Star Wars fans. PJ brings balance to the Force. That's what he does, doesn't he? So I think
he brings balance to the Force.
He brings balance to the Force. You've got yourself, like you're like a Jedi master. Maybe I would say myself, bit of a Sith, bit of a. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You're one of the the consistent ones, like the constant ones.
Yeah, but and just finally, happy birthday! Good job done.
Yeah, I think I want to know. Can you tell us what that's about? Because everybody wants to know.
It really does. But anyway,
everybody wants to know what that's about. So, do we have any breaking news? I have a breaking news graphic that I've been trying to use recently. I wanted to press go on it. Do you have any breaking news at all? Do you have breaking news that you want to give people?
No.
No. Well, I don't have any. I don't have any breaking news. Let's see. Let's look at Bitcoin.
Okay. So breaking news.
Breaking news. Bitcoin. Let's say the Bitcoin price. Does that work? Is that fine?
It's pushing. It's pumping.
It's pumping. I mean, it's pumping. Pumping is the word of the day. We got a little pullback in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah,
but this could be a good buying opportunity.
It's a great buying opportunity, isn't it? Look at that. You're on 15 minutes, so yeah.
This is 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, we got a crash, a 15-minute crash.
Since we've been on air, no coincidence.
I think a lot of people watch our shows. That's what I think.
I just think Cramer. I think Cramer just tweeted long.
The funniest thing is I feel like I'm the Cramer of side bet, and whatever I go for in side bet, like I know the Arsenal game is about to kick off in about 20 minutes. Or
you're lucky I haven't got control of the names, otherwise you would be Cramer right now. All right.
What else we got? This is all anybody's caring about right now.
Do you know what? Okay, like I say, my heart's united. We beat you last time without Casemiro, but we haven't got a full team. If Martial's not fit, we haven't got much lead in the line up front. It's at the Emirates. Arsenal are bang on form. You're playing football of your lives. Probably the best football I've seen since Arsene Wenger. I'll be quite honest.
That's saying something.
I think that Sacco and Martinelli, your two wingers. So
yep.
Is it Martinelli?
Martinelli. He's on my fantasy team. My fantasy team has Martinelli.
What a player! I'll say that now. So you got Martinelli on the wing, and we got Anthony from Brazil, like an $80 million fidget spinner. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. Like, yeah. I'll let you work that one out. That's what he is. So. Yeah. We'll see. But what I will say about United is we are pretty solid in defence. Varane, Luke Shaw playing well. Martinez, Argentina playing well. Wan-Bissaka doing pretty well. So we're not too bad. We'll see. We'll see who comes out. It should be a good game. Looking forward to it. For me, I am worried about Saka and Martinelli without doubt.
Well, as a United supporter, I think you have every right to be worried about Saka and Martinelli. I think I don't want to Cramer it. I don't want to Cramer it. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to Cramer it. Cramer has some sort of power. It's like incredible, like wizard power. So all I'm gonna say is I am an Arsenal supporter, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
So what I'm gonna say is, okay, and can we just take a minute to laugh at Liverpool? Is that okay? It's okay.
It's okay. I know a few of our viewers are Liverpool supporters.
Oh,
a few of them.
Better. Yeah. I think Paul Thomas. I'm sure he supports Liverpool or Man City. So it's Liverpool.
I think he's Liverpool. He seems like Liverpool.
Sounds like Liverpool from after he's getting into that. So yeah.
Yeah, I think he's Liverpool. I really do think he's Liverpool. He seems like it.
I'm not going to push it what seems like it means. But yeah, come on. Come on, United. Come on. I'm so looking forward to this game.
I'm gonna stop. We're gonna stop the show because the game's gonna start any minute now. If you're watching this show anytime after January 22nd, anytime after January 22nd, please comment in the chat who just won between Arsenal and Manchester United. Who won?
4:30 kickoff GMT for Wicked. All right, so
that's like that's like about an hour, right? That's about an hour from now.
45 minutes. 44 minutes. So yeah, great show. Love you guys. Thanks, Mandela. Bye for now.
Bye for now. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Take it easy, everybody. Enjoy the show. Andrew, great show, man.
Thanks. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Now, all I got to do is find where the extra or outro is for the show. This is what I love about live shows. Live shows, you can actually see like the real show. No, I took my glasses off. I don't know where the outro is, but you know what? We'll find it.
Coming in hot.